So the spring is here, and every year we get similar questions. What are some things we need to do around our house to prepare our home for sale so that we can get top dollar and get as much bang for our buck as possible? Today we're going to look at a few things that we would recommend you do, and we think these things would give you the best return on your investment. So before you jump into your kitchen and start tearing out all the cabinets and doing a major renovation, we actually would caution not to go too far in that, because actually people are getting a 36% return on major kitchen remodels. You think doing a major kitchen remodel is going to give you a lot of bang for your buck. Actually, you're getting 36 cents on the dollar back. All right. So you're actually losing money on that deal. We would not recommend you go in and do that. What would be better would be going in and just updating the countertops potentially, depending on what kind of countertops you have. People are getting about 156% return, which means they're getting about, $1.50 for every dollar they spend back on a minor kitchen remodel. So something like that will go a long way. With that said, if you've already started a major kitchen remodel, be sure you finish it. An unfinished remodel job, major or minor, is not recommended at all. An unfinished job will cost you far more money than just finishing the job would. So if possible, we would recommend finishing whatever jobs you've started. Second thing we recommend, outside of not doing anything too major in the kitchen, we would also caution you to not worry about too many underneath things. Focus on first impressions. The impression that people have when they walk into the home, when they drive up to the home, focus on those first impressions, because they will give you the best bang for your buck. Sometimes replacing a garage door can have a huge impact on the way a home looks from the front. Maybe doing some updates to the curb appeal of the home, maybe doing a stone veneer around certain portions and changing some things of the way the front looks on the home. That can have a big impact on the initial impression that people have when they pull up to the home. Beyond that, think about the first impression when they open the front door. You want a home that smells fresh, feels clean, nice neutral paint colors are in the home, lots of natural light. You want to focus on that first impression as they come into the front door. So you don't have to go break the bank in order to do that. Getting the home as clean as possible, trying to update and freshen the paint throughout the home, that plays a big role in getting top dollar for the home when you get ready to sell. And the third thing I would say, whenever you're picking contractors, there's always a middle ground. You can go for the most expensive and you can go for the cheapest. What ends up happening a lot of times is when you go the cheapest, they end up being the most expensive. All right. So we recommend checking, making sure that you've got good contractors to do the job. Sometimes I know that it's little odds and ends, and you don't want to go hire someone super expensive to do these small jobs. Maybe you're not in a position to go in and do some of them yourself, but you don't want to go spend too much money on these things. Well, having some good, trustworthy contractors that do some of these odds and end jobs is one of the things that we pride ourselves on, and we can make some recommendations for you on those. If you're going to do a big job, we don't recommend just hiring a contractor and doing individual jobs. If it's going to be a large job, sometimes it's better to just hire out a general contractor that's going to oversee the entire project so that they can kind of keep everything in sync. So we can do that for you. Personally, getting floors done is easy, electrician, stuff like that, handyman jobs. We've got a few contacts that can really do a good job for you, but depending on what you want done, we can make recommendations depending on your goals and what you're trying to accomplish. So with all of this, the goal when you're trying to prepare a home for sale, we understand, is that you want to spend money and make more back in return. You want to try to get as much of your equity out of your home as possible. And with that, there are certain things that you might need to do and you might not need to do. We know this video was kind of general, and so we don't know your home specifically. So if you would like, we will actually do dual evaluations. We'll say, here's what the value of the home is as is. Here's the things you can do in order to get the value up here. And then you make the decision of whether you want to spend that kind of money or not for that sort of improvement. So with that, we hope you found this video helpful. Call, text, email, reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. And we hope you have a great day. Thanks.